Hey guys, it's Duna. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe and like button, and let's go ahead and get started right away. We're going to start in child's pose today. So bring your big toes to touch, knees wide apart. Go ahead and sit on your heels first, then hinging from your hips, lower your body all the way down. Stretch your arms over your head, palms face down, and relax your forehead. Then begin to relax your entire body, relaxing your mind, and allowing your breath to follow. So taking slow inhales and exhales. Breathing in and out through your nose, creating that ujjayi sound, that oceanic noise. Inhale. And last exhale, let it go. On your next inhale, lift your torso, stack your shoulders over wrist. Then from here, lift your toes, drop your hips, straighten your arms, and open your chest. As you exhale, come back into your child's pose. Inhale, rise, lift your toes. Exhale, drop your hips, lift the crown of your head up towards the sky. One more time. Exhale, child's pose. Breathe into your hips. Inhale, rise. Exhale, drop your hips and lift your chest a little bit higher. Good. From here, come into your tabletop position. Stack your knees directly over your hips. Exhale, cat pose. Round your upper back. Tuck your chin towards your chest. From here, flip your toes. Inhale, hover your knees, and hold for 10, 9. Really press the floor away with your hands. But notice if you're locking your joints. Put a micro bend. Holding here for another 5. Lift your chest away from your thumbs, but keep broadening through your collarbones. For another 3, 2, high plank in 1. Step your right foot back and then your left foot. Holding here for another 10. Warming up your core. Push the floor away again. Straighten your arms without locking your elbows, warming up the upper back and the shoulders as well as the arms. We're here for another 5. Keep tucking your tailbone for another 3. Firm up through your quads for 2. Downward facing dog in 1. Lift your hips and feel free to pedal out your knees. Let your head relax, lengthening the back of your neck all the way up towards your spine. Hold in your downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk your feet behind your wrist. Option to bring your feet outer hip width to create more space. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold deep. Holding here for 5 breaths. Feel free to grab opposite elbows or maybe interlace your fingers behind your back. And feel free to rock side to side, bending one knee at a time. Come back to center. Interlace your fingers behind your neck. And as you inhale, roll all the way up to a standing position. Keep your chin tucked towards your chest until you're all the way up. Then walk your feet together. Open your elbows. Press your hips forward and open your chest for a baby back bend. Bring your head down against your hands. Open the elbows a little bit more. And as you exhale, come back to standing. Round your upper back, connect your chin towards your chest, close your elbows. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, open your chest, open your elbows, gaze up. Exhale, tuck your chin towards your chest, hollow out your belly. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Good. Come back to standing. Release your arms. Place your fingertips on top of your shoulders and make big circles with your elbows. Getting that nice shoulder rotation here. Getting that full range of motion. Go ahead and switch directions. Making bigger circles. Then release your arms. Go ahead and shake out your arms. Step forward, toes together, heel sliver apart. Come into your standing position, tailbone tucked, core engaged. Inhale, mountain pose, arms over your head. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high plank. Option to drop to your knees for your Chaturanga Dandasana. Otherwise, inhale, shift forward. Come high onto your tippy toes. Exhale, lower down mid-plank. Keep your elbows glued to your side. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip your toes. Press the tops of your foot down and lift your thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go high. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, back bend. Open your elbows, open your chest. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Again, on or off your knees. Otherwise, feel free to hold in your high plank and we'll meet in downward facing dog. So feel free to switch up your Chaturanga Dandasana throughout class. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Always option to jump, back, or even take crow pose, or option to take your handstand. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Few breaths here. Settle back in. Reconnect to your breath. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folds. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees. Reach your arms over your head. Lengthen your tailbone down so there's no arching in the lower back. Hug the belly in. Inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. Swing your arms back. Palms face one another. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane. One more. Inhale. Exhale. This time, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, chest expansion. Roll your shoulder heads back. Open your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana with the bind. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, your vinyasa. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Lead with your inner thigh. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your thumbs. Drop your back heel. Point your left toe slightly out. Inhale, warrior one. Lift your torso. Arms by your ears. Keep your shoulders and chest squared, but roll your left inner thigh back. Sink a little bit deeper into your front knee. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Plant your hands. Step your right foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Option to bring your feet hip width or heel to heel alignment. Keep hugging your outer hips in. Squeeze the imaginary block between your inner thighs. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Audible exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms. This time, interlace your fingers right away. Inhale, chest expansion. Exhale, forward fold with your bind. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Again, feel free to add your crow pose or your handstands. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, Chaturanga. Breath to movement here. So wait for your inhale for your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Few breaths here. Feel free to drop down to your dolphin pose. Open up your shoulders. Feel free to drop into your child's pose at any time. One more breath. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folds. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms. See if you could interlace the opposite thumb on top. Inhale, chest expansion. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Take your time. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, Chaturanga. Go ahead and finish off the other side on your own, really focusing on breath to movement. Once you're in your downward facing dog, either child's pose or dolphin pose. 5 breaths here. Feel free to close your eyes, settle back into your space. Relax your jaw. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Together, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg high. This time, as you exhale, open your right knee. Bring your right heel towards your left glute, but keep your shoulders square. From here, see if you can make big circles with your right knee. Inhale, right leg high. Roll your right outer hip down. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, airplane arms. Draw your chest forward, swing your arms back. Again, palms face one another. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, airplane arms. Keep your spine lengthened. Inhale. Exhale. This time, hold here. Interlace all 10 fingertips. Inhale, chest expansion. Restack your shoulders over hips. Exhale, humble warrior. Right shoulder to the inside of your right thigh. Keep your back heel grounded. Then pull your right outer hip back. Sink a little bit deeper into your right knee. Release your hands to the inside of your right foot. Re-square your hips. Then walk your right foot over towards the right corner of your mat. Restack your hands underneath your shoulders. Rock forward and back. Option to make circles. Then drop your left knee. Option to drop to your forearms. Feel free to relax your head. Come back onto your hands. Bend your left knee and grab your left foot with your right hand. Twist your torso over to the right. Peel your right shoulder back. Release your left foot, replant your right palm. And let's come back to our low lunge position. Walk your right foot between your thumbs. Drop your back heel. This time, point your left toes out a little bit more, setting up for your warrior two. Inhale, rise when you're ready. Tee out your arms. Stack your shoulders over hips. Point your right knee slightly out towards your right pinky toe. And roll your left inner thigh slightly in. Inhale. Sink a little bit deeper on your exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Drop your left hand on top of your left thigh. Reach your right arm up and over. Re-square your shoulders. Hug your front ribs in. Come back to your warrior two. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, side angle. Right hand to the inside of your right foot. Option for the Utthita variation. Left hand reaches forward over your head. Peel your left shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale, come back to your warrior two. This time, straighten your right knee. Inhale, shift forward, hips go back. Exhale, triangle pose. So right hand either to the inside or outside of your right leg. Make sure you don't lock your right knee, so put a micro bend. And focus on reaching up to find length and space. Inhale. Exhale, reverse triangle. Left arm back, right arm reaches up. Energize through your right fingertips. Last breath in. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. High to mid plank. Inhale. Exhale, hips go high. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, open your hip. Bend your left knee. And make big circles with your left knee. Again, dropping that left shoulder down so shoulder stays squared. Inhale, left leg high, re-square your hips. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, airplane arms. Hover your chest over your front thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach back. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, interlace the opposite grip. Inhale, chest expansion. Open your chest, gaze up. Exhale, humble warrior. Left shoulder to the inside of your left thigh. And use your shoulder to slightly press against your inner thigh to open your hip. Try reaching your hands up towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale, lizard lunge. Both hands to the inside of your left foot. Re-square your hips. Lift your back heel up. So from here, feel free to rock forward and back as you did on the other side. But focus on reaching your chest forward so there's no rounding in your upper back. Find stillness. Drop your right knee. Option to drop your forearms. 5 breaths here. Feel free to come back onto your hands or sit on top of your forearms. Grab your right foot with left hand for your quad stretch. Keep that spinal rotation. Release your foot. Plant your hands. Lift your right knee. Walk your left foot back to center. Drop your back heel. Inhale, warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. Take a few breaths to settle in, or as long as you need. Gaze past your front hand. Relax your shoulders. Tuck your tailbone. On your inhale, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, back to your warrior two position. Inhale, shift forward, reach forward. Exhale, extend a side angle. So focus on a slight twist. Keep peeling your right shoulder back. And imagine you're leaning your upper body back. Open your chest. Inhale. And exhale, back to warrior two. Keep your front knee bent. Now, as you inhale, straighten your front knee. Shift forward, reach forward. Exhale, triangle. Right shoulder stacks over left. Keep reaching up. Hug your front ribs in. Then peel your right shoulder back. Wait for your inhale, reverse triangle. Get that nice side body stretch. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folds. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, lift your torso. Exhale, eagle arms. Right arm underneath the left. Back of the palms to touch or palms to touch. From here, bring your right thigh over left, either single wrap or double wrap. Lean your chest back, shoulders over hips. tuck your tailbone and engage your core. Can you sink a little bit deeper? Inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, eagle arms. Left arm underneath the right. Left leg over the right. Take your time. Balancing is all about your gaze, your focus, and your breath. Good. Inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, frog pose. Walk your feet out. Heels in, toes out. Bend your knees, squat low. Either hands to heart or hands to the floor. Open your chest, sit up nice and tall. Option to play around with either your flying frog or flying crow. Otherwise, we'll meet in downward facing dog. So feel free to skip your arm balances. Just giving you a little bit of playtime here. If you rather take crow pose to headstand, back to chaturanga, feel free to do that. Your practice, your time here. Once you're in your downward facing dog, we'll meet in dolphin pose. So drop to your forearms. I like to bring my elbows slightly in, but keep your elbows shoulder width. Relax your head. Lengthen your spine. Now, if you like, you could always walk your feet in to get more into your calves and your hamstrings. If you like to play around with your forearm stand, feel free to take some hops. And then make sure to switch it up as well. So if you're dominant on your left or your right side, make sure you switch it up, okay? So just taking little hops. You don't have to be fully up. Once you're done playing, let's meet in child's pose. Close your eyes and come back to your breath. Slowing down the body, slowing down the mind. On your next inhale, lift your head. Exhale, thread. Right arm underneath your left shoulder. Relax your right cheek. Option to take a half bind. Switch sides. Come back to child's pose. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Right knee to right wrist, right ankle to left wrist. Drop your back leg and make sure your back leg is straight. Check in with your front knee. Make sure your right knee is pointing out. Feel free to stay lifted. Otherwise, hinge from your hips and forward fold, sleeping pigeon. Come back onto your hands. Bend your left knee. With your left hand, grab your left foot. Release your left foot. Swing your left leg forward and come into double pigeon. So stack your left ankle on top of right knee, left knee on top of right ankle. Flex both feet. Feel free to grab a block and place it underneath your left knee, or feel free to sit on a block. Then you have two options here. You can stay lifted or forward folds. Inhale, slowly rise. Bring your hands to heart center. Hook your left elbow on top of left foot and twist over to your right. Try to bring your thumbs to heart center. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Try to gaze up past your right shoulder. Good. Come back to center. Plant your feet and sway side to side. Cross your legs. We'll meet in downward facing dog. So either take your chaturanga or just straight to down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. 5 breaths here. Come back onto your hands. Bend your right knee. Grab your right foot with your right hand. And always feel free to use your strap. So it's always nice to have your strap and your 2 blocks, just in case. Release your right foot. Bring your right leg forward and stack it on top of your left shin. So stacking your right shin on top of left shin. Flex both feet. Make sure both sit bones are rooted down. And then feel free to forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise. Hands to heart. Hook your right elbow on top of right foot. Push against your foot to lift your chest. Then lean your left shoulder back. Come back to center. Drop both feet down. Sway your knees side to side. Straighten out both legs in front of you. Scoot your sit bones back. Option to bend your knees. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Fold over your legs. Make sure your toes, your big toe stays connected. So slightly roll your inner thighs down. Inhale, slowly rise. Bend both knees, plant your feet, scoot your hips forward, and let's lower down onto our backs. Setting up for bridge pose. Walk your feet towards your glutes, feet hip width distance apart. Hands towards your heels. Inhale, lift your hips, then tuck your tailbone, engage your core. Keep your tailbone tucked, then lift your hips as high as you can. Imagine there's a block between your inner thighs, squeezing that block in. So you're hugging your outer hips in. Lift your chest a little higher. Inhale. And exhale, slowly lower. Good. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift your hips. And as you exhale, press into your arms. Lift your chest. But bring your chin away from your chest. Inhale. And exhale, slowly lower. Upper back, mid back, and then lower back. Hug your knees into your chest. Sway your knees side to side. Drop your left leg all the way down. Hug your right knee into your chest. Inhale. And exhale, straighten your right leg for your hamstring stretch. Either interlace your fingers behind your thigh, calf, ankle, or option to grab your toes. Make sure your shoulders stays grounded, broadening through your collarbones. Feel free to bend your right knee. So you could either grab your strap hook your strap around your right foot, or grab your right big toe with your right peace finger and drop your right leg over to the right. So if you don't have your strap, you could always grab behind your thigh. Left hand on top of left hip so your left hip doesn't lift up. Come back to center. Bend to your right knee and cross your right knee over your body. Supine twist. Tee out your right arm. 5 breaths here. Come back to center. Neutralize your spine. Drop your right leg down. Straighten your left leg. So if you're grabbing your foot and your shoulders lift up, then go ahead and drop down and grab behind your calf. So I'd rather have you do that than having to crunch into your neck and chest. Either grab your strap. Again, if you don't have your strap, you could always grab behind your left calf and extend your leg over to the left. Keep both sit bones grounded. Straighten through your right leg. Come back to center. Bend your left knee. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale, supine twist. Come back to center. Happy baby pose. Either grab for the outside of your feet or just behind your thighs. Rock side to side, massage your lower back. Keeping the lower back flat. Then hug your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your legs. Try to connect your forehead to your knees. Inhale, squeeze in tight for 3, 2, and 1. Final Shavasana. Thank you so much for moving with me today. Again, if you enjoyed this class, please don't forget to hit the like button. And I'll see you guys next time. Namaste.